Here we go. It's connecting. All right, thank you. What's up? Thank you, sir. I will. Thank you, IT Gams. That's our IT guy. What up, Yams? All right, we're good. So, what we're gonna do? What I'm gonna need from you? Good afternoon, ladies and germs. We are here at Legends Family Sports here for the PIHA Pro Final Championship Series. The Suffolk Sting took a 1-0 lead in the series last night over the Philadelphia Liberty, but a determined Liberty team is going to be hungry to bounce back here today. Liberty bringing that puck up the wall, shooting to the net, need a little drag. That one's blocked off by Mula. Puck still hanging out in front there, battling for it. PJ DiMartino gets a little hook, gets a little pulled down there. His good buddy Pascal, he's going to try and help him out, grabbing that puck. Big shaft save there from the goalie, Steve Jastro. We're going to be saying his name a lot today. Sting bringing it back in their own zone, possessing that puck a little bit. Mula cycles that back down to DiMartino. DiMartino waiting for the troops. Tyler Kraft swinging through here behind the net. PJ's going to look for a pass. Looks like that's Halverson. Halverson tries to battle that and fish that puck out from that corner. Friend of the show, Anth Merrigan, tying up Halverson down low there. There's some contact. Action Jackson brings it back out. The Sting are going to reset. Liberty here looks like they're running a little bit of a 1-1-2, not manning up against this quick Sting team. Crafty now patient, bringing it in the zone. He fires that on net, and Jastro's going to gobble that up. I would just like to say, Rob, it is impressive, this setup that you have going on here. Very good job, my friend. The camera looks good. Looks like the streaming quality's on point. And I'm bummed I missed the last couple days. Had a couple other things going on here, but I'm here today and happy to be here. PJ DiMartino's younger brother, Joey, gonna get that puck out from his zone, come wheeling up with some speed. Joey Decade, as he's known across the roller hockey world, puts that back out in the slot for Halverson, and that looked like that got deflected wide. Liberty now bringing that puck up the floor. Gonna get it deep and kind of work hard.
Joey D. He just graduated from college yesterday, and he's here playing PIHA.
Wow.
Yeah.
College graduate. What a great time. If I could go back. Whew.
Yeah, Joey D. He graduated from Farmingdale State University yesterday, and he's out here at PIHA Finals in Colorado.
Won a couple championships with Farmingdale State. Not a big deal. He's going to slow that play down and set the puck up behind the net. That out to Action Jackson. Brett Jackson, number 21, over to his Roadrunners teammate, Max Halverson. Gets deflected up high. Jackson just throws that on net, and Jastro is a little unsure of where that went, but it looks like it did not go inside. These guys are going to test Jastro early. It sounded like a 3-0 victory for the Sting last night. Sounded like a pretty close game. Had a power play to open up the second, I believe. They capitalized on that, and from there they just kind of possessed, controlled the game, and ended up with a 3-0 lead to take a 1-0 lead in this PIHA Pro Finals here.
Founders Cup, they call it.
The Founders Cup. Mula decides he's going to take that pass. Kind of looked like it was intended for Pascali. Sting get that puck back up to DiMartino up at the point. He's harassed a little bit there. And we got our first penalty of the game.
Wow.
Little hooking call there on a bit of a battle for a loose puck.
Well, yeah, this broadcast is sponsored by Candidates. Check them out. Use the promo code RollerDadNews.
And that is Nick Foster in the box for the Philadelphia Rink Rat Liberty. They are going to go on the kill here with 9:44 in the first period. I'm going to enjoy one of these can of dips myself. Tiefenworth with that puck working off the half wall. He gets tied up a little bit. Good killing there. Is that Ant? Is that Ant down there?
Oh yeah, that's Ant.
Merrigan down there throwing a stick. Looks like Tiefenworth's a little injured off of that play. Crafty rips one off the bar. That's going to be off the bar. Yeah, that stays in the zone, correct? Puck will be in the zone off the crossbar. Tiefenworth pleading his case there to Don, right? Is that Don? Don. Good to see Don. He is a veteran of the officiating world in both roller hockey and ice hockey. Mofffield, right? Don Mofffield? Yeah. I try to be a good name guy. DiMartino walks that in, and Jastro sees that all the way. He snags that with that big glove of his. I haven't seen Jastro play in person since he was at Temple. And like I said to you before, Rob, this game got started, man. He looks like he's put on a little, not weight, but it looks like he's gotten a little bit bigger, man, and he looks very comfortable.
He has a big
year. Big year. Gotta love those goalies, right, shooters? Kraft and DiMartino pitching and catching up at the top. Kraft tries to work that down low to Tiefenworth. Tiefenworth's going to put that back up to DiMartino. DiMartino back over to Kraft. He's got a lane. He takes a shot. That looked like that got deflected on the way in. Back up to DiMartino. DiMartino over to Kraft. Kraft down to Pascali. Back up to Kraft. And he's going to take a shot. That's going to go wide off that far side. Sting maintained possession of that puck. DiMartino does what he does best. Shimmies a little bit, walks in, gets a shot. That's blocked. He resets. Back up to DiMartino. DiMartino, another little bit of a shimmy. He's always very hard to determine what he's going to do, if he's passing, if he's shooting. And it looks like the Liberty are going to get out of here unscathed on that first power play of the game for the Sting. Big save by Jastrow off of the Tiefenworth attempt. Sting are going to reset. He's going to go back in the zone. He's harassed by Schultz. DiMartino is. He passes over to Pascali. Pascali down low to Tiefenworth. Tiefenworth puts that in! Sting go up 1-0 after the momentum they got from the power play. Good play by PJ up top to get that over to Pascali, who gets that down to his partner in crime, KJ Tiefenworth. And the Sting, with just under 6 minutes in the first period of play, go up 1-0. Liberty here, if I were them, I would want to possess this puck a little bit. They haven't had the puck a whole lot. These guys haven't touched the puck a whole ton this game. They're going to get their breakout set up here. They're battling up to get up the floor. Nice little move, pass across, rip. Big save by Nostromo. That's his first test of the game. Nostromo coming across, moving from his left to his right, got his shoulder on that one-timer attempt. Logan Fredericks working that puck in. He gets a shot. Nostromo's going to gobble that one up.
Do you need this anymore?
What's that?
Do you need this anymore?
No. I think I'm good with these two rosters right here. Thank you.
Got Kev here on the mic.
Hey! Action Jackson lining up for this face-off. Nice clean win with a kick over to Halverson. Halverson slides that over to Joey DiMartino, who slides that up. Who is that, number 91 on the Sting?
Matt O'Shaughnessy is 91 on the
O'Shaughnessy, okay.
Made an Italy last year for Fair Warriors.
Matty O, as he's known. Liberty get that puck in the zone. They try to get it toward the net. A little bit of a carom there. DiMartino works that over to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy now getting pestered by, it looks like, McNamara. That's Rob McNamara. And a big save from Jastrow as that puck got over into the Liberty zone.
He's a good player. He's a big player. He has a great shot, too. Actually picked him up for the DIA airport, him and David Christopher.
Hey, Roller Dad Caravan. That is a thing. It is a thing. Pascali's lining up for this draw against household name Derek Schultz. Schultzy has made a splash, I would say, these last 2 years. He's really refined his game and become a very solid player, usually playing with a lot of these guys on the Sting with this Black Ice team. However, he is with the Philadelphia Rink Rat Liberty this weekend. DiMartino walking in on Anthony Merrigan. He makes a little shimmy, and oh, he just missed that top corner. He had Jastrow down and out, but he just missed. Liberty setting back up in their 1-1-2. The Sting here, I believe they're going to possess that puck a little bit on the outside, work it here to the middle. Great pass by PJ DiMartino. And the Liberty are victim to another penalty call. Looks like a slash. Oh, high stick. Sorry, high stick. Friend of the show, Anth Merrigan, going to go to the box for a high stick. I personally think that was a little borderline. These guys are battling. The Sting have had the puck for a while, and the Liberty are going on another kill. Just under 5 minutes here. The Sting are going to set that power play back up, and this power play is lethal. This is virtually Black Ice's power play on the pro circuit, not the PIHA circuit. DiMartino works that puck over to Kraft. Kraft works it down to Pascali. Pascali now tries to go through that triangle in the middle, and he is thwarted there by David Christopher at the top of that triangle for the Liberty. Works it back to Kraft. Kraft to DiMartino. They play a little pitch and catch. DiMartino over to Kraft. Kraft now going to walk in. He's going to take a shot, and that's going to go wide on that glove side. Crafty does like taking those shots because they give him a little bit of space. That PK's got to worry about some of these other guys, so that opens up Kraft at that high slot lane. Liberty able to get that puck. They're going to clear it down. That's close to a shot on net to Nostromo. Liberty are changing. Nostromo fires that up. Intercepted by the Liberty. Liberty now a little 2-on-2 rush. And that's an errant pass, and we are going to reset here for the Sting. DiMartino's going to carry that puck up into the Liberty zone. Pitches over to his buddy Tyler Kraft. DiMartino now taking a look. Little saucer over to Kraft. Kraft down to Pascali. Pascali across to KJ. And KJ off the bar. Tiefenwerth looking for his second goal of the game. DiMartino now walks in. Liberty have another successful kill. Let's see if they're able to maintain the Sting's momentum again off of that power play. Kraft now settling that puck down, taking his time, takes a look. He's got Halverson on the far wing. Halverson back over to Kraft. Kraft streaming in here. He's going to peel off a little bit. And Pascali smartly going to throw that back in the Sting zone so they can regroup and reset. These guys, the Sting, they have been here. This is their fourth title they're looking.
Yeah, in a row.
Fourth title in a row they are looking for here. Jason Miro loves Colorado. I saw him on the way into Legends this morning. The Sting were able to win a minor league PIHA championship just earlier. They had beat, who did they beat 1-0?
Lightning.
They beat the Philadelphia Lightning 1-0. It sounded like it was quite a barn burner. Game 3 for the Semi-Pro Series. So Jay Miro, he loves the Colorado air, the Colorado water. Something about it has his boys always playing good when they are here. O'Shaughnessy now going to peel off, protect that puck a little bit. He gets that over to Halverson. Halverson back over. That's Action Jackson. Jackson kind of moving in. He takes a shot. Jastro, a little trouble with that one, and he's able to get that puck back corralled. A little bit of a snow angel, snowman action there. Settles that puck down. Looks like we got just over 2 minutes here in this first period where the Sting, the Suffolk Sting, are leading the Rink-Raff Philadelphia Liberty 1-0 off of a non-power play goal, but it came shortly after that power play. Action Jackson now lining up to take that face-off. Battle here on the half wall. Jackson takes a spill there. Liberty now are able to move that puck up. Get a shot on net. Nostromo deflects that wide. Nick Foster in here for the Liberty. Going to pressure Halverson. Halverson gets that over to Jackson. Back over to Halverson. Halverson's now able to get that puck out of the zone. Halverson back over to Jackson. Jackson back to Halverson. Great pass under the stick. Shot and a rebound, and that gets cleared out. Out of play by the Liberty. 1 minute and 21 seconds to go here in the first period of the second game of the Founders Cup Finals here for the PIHA Pro Championship. Logan Fredericks lining up here with KJ Tiefenwerth. Tiefenwerth gets that back to DiMartino. DiMartino sends that back to Jordan Mula. Mula's going to take his time setting these guys up. Kraft swings through behind the net to pick that puck up. He's going to curl back a little bit, take his time, be patient, sends that over to Mula. Mula sends that back into the Sting zone. They're going to take their time and be patient here. DiMartino now hanging out behind the net, looking for some options here. Sets that up for KJ on a platter. Tiefenwerth now bringing that puck down the left wing. KJ's going to protect that puck a little bit, sends it back to DiMartino. They're not forcing anything. They're looking for the lane that they want. Very, very patient squad in this purple and yellow Suffolk Sting team. DiMartino sends that board off the half wall to Kraft. Kraft thwarted there by Justin Payton. Payton bringing that puck in the zone. He gets that puck sent up from him. Tiefenwerth now with Kraft streaming down. Tiefenwerth mishandles that puck just a little bit. Fredericks gets that puck down in the zone for the Liberty. Fredericks up 2. Sorry, can't see these numbers. Anywho, the Sting have that puck. DiMartino doing what he does, coming in the zone. And that's a wrap on period 1 of game 2 of the Founders Cup Finals. Suffolk Sting up 1-0 over the Philadelphia Rink Rat Liberty. And honestly, boys, I think the Liberty lucky to get out of that period, only down 1-0. Jastro had some big saves. If I'm the Liberty, I'm sitting here saying during this intermission, we got to get that puck. We got to possess it a little bit. Nostromo hasn't had too many shots, too many tests. If they're able to get a shot or some possession, some zone time in that offensive zone, the Liberty just need one shot to go in here, and it's anybody's game after that.
Absolutely, Kev. Kev stepping in here on the big finals day here with the commentating. Kid's doing an awesome job. What were you doing earlier? Coaching some kids?
Friday, earlier today, I was coaching some kids. We had a little 10 and under and 12s and 14s Cougar practice. Yesterday, the missus and I were packing up because we're moving in 2 weeks. And on Friday, we signed some papers, and we are married. So,
Congratulations, buddy.
Marley's off the market to all you dogs out there. So am I, to all you ladies. But yes, it's been a great weekend. Great weekend to say the least. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dowd. We're also joined here by our referee official, Kyle Dowd. Help us out with any clarification on some calls.
We'll go to Toronto. Talk to Dowd.
Yeah, we'll go to Toronto. We got Toronto right here in our back pocket.
We got a Royal right here.
If you guys are watching, enjoy a little swig of a sponsor here. Veteran official Don Moffitt is going to drop that puck, and the Sting get first possession of that puck here in the second period. DiMartino going to take his time and set up. I am hoping with this second period, with the Liberty facing me, I can see their numbers and get a couple more of their names. A little more familiar with the Sting. I do apologize to the Philadelphia faithful. DiMartino brings that puck up just past that net. He's going to fire it off that wall up to O'Shaughnessy, who's in the Philadelphia Liberty zone. O'Shaughnessy going to possess that puck. Getting pressured there by number 2, David Christopher. Christopher looks like he takes a little bit of a high stick. Play goes on. O'Shaughnessy now kicks that puck up to him. Oh, unable to handle it. Christopher now sends that down to Merrigan. Merrigan tries to get that over to Schultz, just out of Schultz's reach. Mueller now going to take that puck back for the Sting, sends that over to DiMartino. DiMartino's going to try to pitch and catch with Mueller. Little bit of a turnover here. Liberty are in the zone. They get a good look there. Big save by Nostromo. Looks calm and comfortable there. Liberty got that off on the backhand. You want to see that on forehand. And the Sting transition, recover, and score the second goal of the game. O'Shaughnessy over to Pascali. Pascali doing what he does best, throwing it. Little fake shot backhand there. Looked like Jastro got a piece with the paddle, but a piece was not enough to stop that puck from going in. Suffolk Sting with a 2-0 lead. Just a minute, over a minute into the second period. The Sting now have a 2-0 lead. And the way these guys play, I don't want to say a commanding lead, but the Liberty now, they are going to have to get a little more aggressive, maybe not take as much time on that defensive side, and take a couple chances here to try and get some chances on Nostromo to get this game back to even. Joey DiMartino sends that over to his good buddy Halverson. Halverson sends it back to DiMartino. Bit of a bouncing puck here. Liberty able to regain that puck. Fredericks brings that puck back in the Liberty zone. He sets that puck up. Now we have Justin Patton taking his time, sends it back over to Fredericks. I apologize, Jim Mager. Mager brings that up. He sends that over to Mike Carroll. Carroll battling in the zone here. He keeps possession of that puck. He's got a little bit of a lane to the net. He passes it in the slot, and that's broken up. The Stinger back now on the transition. Halverson tries to get that over to Jackson. Jackson unable to handle that. Liberty now on a transition. Little saucer pass over. And a big save from Nostromo. He wasn't sure where that puck ended up at, but he had it under him. And Nostromo is on his feet here in the second period. He knows he's going to start getting beat tested here a little bit. Fredericks lining up with Kraft here in the face-off circle in the Suffolk Sting zone. Kraft able to win that puck over to Halverson. Halverson cycles that back down low to Joey Decade. Joey Decade's unable to possess that puck. Liberty now have possession of that puck. Merrigan going to walk that puck off the left wall into the zone. He fires one, and that's just wide on that far side. Halverson's the closest one to it. Merrigan getting that rink rat wheels, getting back, getting that puck back. Number 2, David Christopher. Christopher hands that off to McNamara. McNamara with a little shimmy. He's unable to come through. Jackson tries to get that over to Halverson. That's thwarted by Merrigan. Merrigan gets that back over to Christopher. Christopher now sends that over. That's between Merrigan and Fredericks, it looks like. Merrigan and Fredericks, little miscommunication. Sting bringing that puck up the zone over to Joey DiMartino. DiMartino in front to Jackson, and that's the 3rd goal of the game for the Sting.
Fuck.
What a beautiful play there by the Suffolk Sting off of the turnover that the Liberty had in the Sting zone. And we're now looking at a 3-0 lead for the Suffolk Sting. Beautiful pass in front by Joey DiMartino. Pascali doing what he does best, going to the net, being there. Man, does that guy Pascali grind. A couple years ago in Barcelona, man. Oh, that guy is just essential to any team he plays on. Speaking of the devil, he's bringing it up. He passes that over to KJ for an incredible tip. That hits off the bar and goes out of play. Jastro a bit under duress here with the Sting, smelling blood in the water, looking to put the dagger in this Liberty team. There's still plenty of time here for the Liberty to get a little momentum, but they gotta possess that puck a little bit. They have not had the puck very much this game. The Sting, from what I have seen, have won close to, I would say, 75% of the faceoffs here in this game, and that is very essential. Castro now comes out to play that puck. Good assistance there from number 74, Connor Farrell. Farrell bringing that puck up the zone. Tries to get a pass over. That gets intercepted here by the Sting. Mula now working that puck off the wall. Mula sends that up to DiMartino. DiMartino, little toe drag around Schultz. He's in the zone now. He's still getting harassed by Schultz. Gets that over to KJ Tiefenwerth. Tiefenwerth throws it on net, and Jastro able to cover. Face off in the defensive zone of the Rink Rat Liberty. Pascali lining up with Logan Fredericks. Pascali able to win that draw, and the Sting win it back and maintain that strong possession of the puck that they have throughout the game.
They had plenty of time, though. 7:45 left.
There is a lot of time. There is a lot of time. I gotta say, in intermission, at this point, it's one shot, and then it's a 2-goal difference. It's 1 goal at a time here for the Rink Rat Liberty. Tiefenwerth now snaking his way in. He moves that over to Pascali. Good poke check by Jastro as Pascali tried to cut across in front of the net. Mr. Don Moffitt, that's the guy that we've mentioned here before, veteran of the game.
It's in the way, though.
Merrigan now circling the wagons, bringing that puck up into the zone. He works that over now. Merrigan, puck comes back over to Merrigan. Merrigan gets that down to Fredericks. They get a shot on net. Nostromo paddles that one away into the corner. And Nostromo's going to cover that one up after he rebounded that one into the corner. And a timeout, I was just going to say, when do you guys think a timeout's getting called? Because we're looking at 7 minutes. Liberty needs to win this game to extend this series. They're down 3-0. And as mentioned, and as you guys have seen, they have not had the puck a whole heck of a lot. And coaching my kids, I believe, you got to establish a little bit of possession. You got to take your time. Even if it needs a little time off the clock, you take that time. You make these guys kind of think about what they got to do without the puck because they've had the puck for most of the game. The Sting are a very good defensive team, but, you want to play with the puck instead of rather without the puck. So I'm sure the Liberty are trying to game plan something here. They're going to have to start funneling stuff toward the net. There is time, but I would say in the next 3 minutes, they got to get one here to kind of turn the tide here and turn that momentum a little bit. Looks like the Liberty are going with Merrigan. And I'm looking at numbers, I apologize. Merrigan, Rob McNamara, Logan Fredericks, and that third one is that number 2. That's David Christopher. Sting able to win that faceoff again in the defensive zone. There's a stick that comes up high. I don't know who that was that went flying. Merrigan with a good defensive play here. And our Liberty player is still down there. That looks like that is Logan Fredericks, number 95. And he might be leaking a little bit. On cue, there's a guy coming down. Now, Dad, we're going to go to you as an official. Why is that play down low in the Liberty zone?
Looks like play was stopped down low. So I don't think there's a penalty call because the high stick was actually low. And when he went down, just got the stick like
Play is down low in the Liberty zone because the Liberty had the puck when the whistle was blown. That is the official ruling from our Toronto judge, Mr. Kyle Dowd. Thank you, Mr. Dowd, for being on hand.
anytime.
Where else in roller hockey do you have a ref on hand?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Roller Dad News, bringing it to you here live. From Legends Family Sports, the Suffolk Sting are leading Game 2 of the Founders Cup Finals 3-0. And they've got a face-off down low in the Liberty zone.
They're looking to go for a 4-peat as well, Dwyer.
Suffolk Sting looking here for a little bit of a 4-peat. They've got just under 6 minutes left, I believe, or maybe under 7. That awesome Jumbotron that CJ's got here, there's a light or two out, but that's okay. We play on. We play on. Schultze taking the face-off for the Liberty against Action Jackson. Schultz able to win that draw. That's a big draw for the Liberty here to establish some possession. Merrigan waiting for a couple guys to swing through the zone. He hands that off to number 23, McNamara. McNamara able to get past Jackson. O'Shaughnessy now trying to force the matter against McNamara. McNamara shoots, and that is wide. That comes back out to Ant Merrigan in the zone. Merrigan moves that over to Schultz. Possession here for Liberty. Schultz is going to bring that in the zone. He's going one-on-one with Jackson. A little bit of a shimmy there. Gets that on net to Nostromo, and Nostromo's going to gobble that up and cover that up. Nostromo coming off a shutout last night. He's got to feel pretty confident in his team and in his boys in front of him. The way he's playing, the way they're playing, this just looks like the Suffolk Sting to a T. Schultz now going to take that face-off. We are down low in the Suffolk Sting defensive zone. Schultz able to tie up. Good support there. Gets that back over to Merrigan. Merrigan looking here. He's getting pressured by Kraft. Merrigan gets that over to Christopher. Christopher back over to Merrigan. Merrigan now surveying. Takes a look. Keeps his feet moving here as he's trying to decide what he's going to do with that puck. He sends that back over to Christopher. Christopher with a little bit of lane. He touches that over for McNamara. McNamara now going to peel off, kind of survey, take a look here, sends that back over to Cycles with Christopher. Christopher gets that over to Mr. Schultz. Schultz now, similar thing, taking his time. The Sting playing a 1-1-2. A little bit of a rotation there, good job. Playing a little man up front with that 1-1-2. Those two front guys in that system are going to rotate every time. McNamara now is able to send that back in the Liberty zone. Kraft and Merrigan. Little stick play there, little tummy sticks. Schultz now circles around. He's got a little bit of a space. He's got a lane. Now KJ pressures that lane. Sends it back to Merrigan. Merrigan with some room to take it up. Kraft now forcing the issue. Merrigan going to drop that off for McNamara. McNamara sends it up to Christopher. Christopher in the slot. He does a little shake. And that shot goes wide. Liberty able to maintain possession. Looks like Fredericks there is bringing that puck around. Fredericks off the half wall. Now he's working behind the net. He's getting pressured by Mula. Now KJ comes in to support Mula. Fredericks going to send that back to Merrigan. Jeez, Merrigan's been on the floor all game, it seems like. Is that guy ever changed? Fredericks with a shot. That is gloved down by Nostromo. And we've got 4:22 left in this second period of the second game of the Founders Cup Finals. The Suffolk Sting, 4 minutes and 22 seconds away from four-peating, quadruple-peating, whatever you want to call it, for a Founders Cup Final.
At what point do you pull your goalie, though? At what time do you look at?
I think you're looking at 2.5 minutes. I give it 2 minutes until you pull that goalie Jastro. O'Shaughnessy now going to bring it up into the zone, and he peels back, sends that over to Halverson. Here's where the Sting are most comfortable. These guys probably have written the textbook on how to possess the puck and kill the rest of the clock. In a roller hockey game, these guys are the best at it. DiMartino able to keep possession of that puck. A little bit of a 2-on-1, back down to a 2-on-2. O'Shaughnessy now, he takes one. He gets rubbed off by Fredericks in the corner, and that's going to be a penalty on the Rink Rat Liberty. So the Liberty are going to go back to the kill for the third time this game. Stinger 1 for 2 on their power play. And that's a tough decision there. You want to rub that guy out and try and get the puck. Looks like he went a little far. I believe it's a rough call. Schultz and Pascali line that up. Pascali does what he does best and wins that face-off. Offensive zone. Sting established possession. Back up to Kraft. Kraft over to DiMartino. DiMartino smelling blood in the water. He shoots and that goes wide. Kraft now resets back over to DiMartino up top. DiMartino now surveys, takes a look, he shoots, and that's another shot wide. He loves the high blocker shot. Loves the high blocker shot. Excuse our official for being in the way. And that's another shot wide from DiMartino. DiMartino's taking 3 shots wide. He's going to go grab a change from the bench. He is disgusted with himself, maybe with his stick. Crafty with a good shot. Jastro gloves that down. Rebound still alive. Schultz able to get that puck up the wall, but Halverson's there. Good support from Pascali. Pascali in the slot now. He takes a shot. Big save by Jastro to make that play dead. Reset these Liberty guys. We've got 39 seconds left on the Suffolk Sting's power play. Defensive face-off here for the Liberty. The Liberty need one guy off here. It looks like number 89. Mike Carroll's going to hop off for those guys. Schultz on the face-off. That one's going to trail back into the Suffolk Sting zone. Nostromo sets that up for Halverson. Halverson's going to take his time getting this puck in the zone. A little bit of a hustle now. Takes a look. He takes a shot. That's blocked. Blocked by the Liberty there. Tiefenworth now down low to Halverson. Halverson's got a little bit of an open net. Jastro's in an awkward position. Jastro able to glove that puck down and reset here for the Liberty. 13 seconds left on this penalty kill for the Liberty. Their penalty kill has been good for the opportunities that the Suffolk Sting have had. Christopher now able to get that up to Schultz. Schultz working off the half wall. Halverson's forcing the matter. Schultz able to break through. He gets a shot on net. Nostromo's able to paddle down that puck. Kraft now coming up. He moves it over to Pascali. Pascali rips it. Little bit of a rebound. Jastro able to control it. And as I mentioned, Jastro under duress, really holding it down for these guys, giving the Liberty a chance. It is late in this game, but there's still time. There is still time. Liberty have used their timeout. They used it a minute and a half probably before that last penalty kill they were on. They're now at full strength. Axon Jackson wins that faceoff clean back to Joey DiMartino. DiMartino able to work that puck off McNamara. Man, that kid is impressive. He gets that over to Axon Jackson. Jackson forced by Christopher. He's able to maintain possession of that puck. On his knees, he gets that puck to Halverson. And that's a good stick from Merrigan to get that puck up and out of play in the Liberty zone. Another defensive zone face-off here for the Liberty. Looks like Fredericks is lining up with Jackson. And serendipitous bounce for the Liberty. They've got to break Christopher over. Oh, and they had a yawning cage. The puck's still there. Jastro now sending a stick. Jastro's looking for the time to pull. He gets that over to Fredericks. Oh, and crazy carom in front of Nostromo, and it ends up back to him. The Sting are able to smother that puck, get a defensive zone face-off. We've got about a minute and a half here of action. We will see if the Liberty decide to pull Jastrow. I believe they're probably going to establish some possession first and try to get Jastrow to that net. I could be incorrect here. With it being 3-0, a minute and a half left, you don't want to give up that fourth, but time is not on the Liberty side. Liberty now able to win that faceoff. A little bit of a poke away there. Merrigan tries to get that on that deflection. Kraft sends that up to Pascali with a breakaway. He's unable to handle that puck. Pascali now down low in the Liberty zone. He's going to take his time, survey a little bit. He kicks it back into the Sting zone as they maintain possession to try and kill out the rest of this minute. Mula now over to Pascali. Pascali with another breakaway. He's handling it this time. Tries to backhand Toey, and that did not work for him. Joey DiMartino now able to glove down the pass from Pascali. DiMartino walks in. He takes a shot. That's off Jastrow's pads. Back over to DiMartino. Sting still maintain the possession of that puck. DiMartino now over to Mula. Mula mishandles it just a touch, but recovers, gets that back to Pascali. Pascali back down into the Sting zone. Kraft now with that puck coming up the slot. Kraft now working off that right wing. He's surveying. He takes a look, sends it over to Joey DiMartino. DiMartino shoots. That is high and wide onto the stick of Ant Merrigan. Jastrow now getting pulled. We've got about 15 seconds left. Liberty trying to force the matter, get one in here, ruin the shutout for Nostromo. Merrigan battling with Pascali in the corner. Merrigan surveying, tries to get that puck out in front. Mula able to kill the rest of that clock. And there it is. You've got it. The Suffolk Sting with the 4-peat. And I'm sure if you were somebody on the Philadelphia Liberty that hurts, because you guys have played each other all year. You get to travel to Colorado, play in that final series. And not one, but 2 games in a row that the Sting are able to keep pucks out of the net. 2 games in a row, the Suffolk Sting win by a score of 3-0 to win their 4th Founders Cup in a row. The Suffolk Sting, Jason Miro, they are champions once again. As mentioned, they love the Colorado air and the Colorado weather. They mean business when they come here to play.